All right, we're going live today, man. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know what I did. I don't think I did something I wasn't supposed to do here. But good morning to you. We're live. And today's the day we're going to have a great conversation about time travel. Sounds super weird, I know. But I had this thought today. It was actually, no, I didn't have it today. I'm not going to lie. I had it yesterday. Here's my thought. My thought had to do with time traveling. Good morning to you, Genesis. Good morning, Connie. PLC, I think it is. Connie, Aiken. There he goes. Aikens. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, you guys doing out in the world? So here is my thought for today. It's about time travel. And I was riding, so my family and I, we do these outside like workouts. We're doing 75 hard, my wife and I. And while doing these workouts, you have to do one workout inside, one workout outside. So yesterday's workout was outside. If you want to see parts of it, feel free to go check out my Instagram story. And so here is what took place. We were in a situation where we're like riding the bike, and I'm riding the bike, and we have this timer. My iPad's in the house. Get this timer that sits out in front of the garage, and on this timer, I can see the countdown of what we got going on. Now, here's the thing. Barb from Maine. Good morning, Barb from Maine. Fabio, good morning to you, Genesis. Yeah, there you go. Got it 75 hard. So what I got is this countdown timer. I'm riding the bike. Now, we did, for some reason, all legs. I don't know why my wife decided to do this whole, well, actually, my wife. It was me. I created the circuit. I'm blaming it on her. And so we had this whole circuit set up, and we're doing the bike. We're doing the battle ropes. We're doing the jump rope and the kettlebell. We're doing hurdle hops. We're doing these box step-ups. So the whole family's out there. All five of us, we're getting things down. Good morning, Todd. How you doing? And so as we're doing this thing, good morning, Nancy. As we're doing this thing, my legs start burning. I'm like, gosh, I get to the bike kind of right in front of the clock timer. And I'm riding the bike, and I'm looking down at the clock, and I'm like, okay, don't look at the clock, because when you look at the clock, it takes forever, right? You look at that clock, it takes so much longer for this thing to work. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and just ride. And I think 30 seconds goes by, and I ride and open my eyes. It was 10. I was like, why in the world does it take so long? Kelsey, good morning, Leverett. Why did it take so long? And I had this random idea in the middle of it. And I was like, you know what? Pain makes time take longer. Pain makes things go longer. And I told my wife in the middle of this workout, I was like, you know what? Because we had a little break, the 2-minute break we got happened after my bike. And I said, you know what? I have found, and everybody knows this, when you're working out, that minute, when it's burning, that minute takes so much longer than a hanging out minute. It passes so much slower than the resting. Resting seems to disappear before you know it. And I started thinking about life in this way. And here's the reality. Pain makes things feel like they take longer. Literally, pain makes things feel like they take longer. And I was like, you know what? It's crazy. And I told my wife, I'm not making this up for sounding good right now. This is how it was last night. I was like, you know what? What I've realized is in life, you always have that thing is time flies when you're having fun. Think about it. Time flies when you're we heard it before. It's not the first time you ever heard that. Time flies when you're having fun. When you're doing something great, when you're watching a movie, time flies. Before you know it, it's over. It's like, oh man. But doesn't it take forever when it's painful? Doesn't it take forever to deal with a breakup? Right? It takes forever to deal with getting over losing your job. It takes forever. It took me forever to get over losing the NFL. When I lost my career, that took a while for my heart to get over. I couldn't watch football for 3 years. And I'm not joking. I didn't like turning it on. I watched maybe just the Super Bowl because it was on and there was food there, and food's good. And so what I realize is in life, and I'm telling you, this is a lesson I want you to grab today and pull off and walk into your life with it. I don't know how it's going to serve you, but I hope it does. But here's the thing. You have to find ways to find joy in your day. Because if you don't find joy in your day, there are a lot of people that have lives that are painful. Lives that are painful. When you have a painful life, what does it do? It feels like it's dragging. It feels like you're enduring. It feels like I felt while I was riding that bike. You're like, man, can the year get over? And you look up, it's like, oh my gosh, it's been a week. And I thought it was a month. It's still going. And that is a feeling that I wish upon nobody, because it sucks to feel that way. It's a difficult thing to experience that in life every single day. So what I'm telling you is, as you progress into this week, you progress into your life, I want you to find joy in something you do. Purposely seek and find joy, because when you can find joy in something you got going on, no matter what it is. Here's an example. Today, my wife needs me to go out to her businesses and kind of take care of some random things. I don't always like being a handyman. I'm really good at fixing things. I'm a weird handyman. I think growing up poor, you have to find ways to fix things on your own. So I had to figure out how to do it. So I'm just a super weird, good handyman. I built this whole studio. You see back? This is all me. I did this with my own hands. And so what I figured out is I may not enjoy going out and doing all the handyman work, but I find joy. I find joy in listening to music on the way out there. I find joy in listening to music while I'm there. I find joy in hanging out with my wife and spending time with her. Good morning, how you doing, Denise Pendexter? So I find joy purposely in the moments where I find discomfort is settling in. You got to find joy in moments when you feel discomfort settling in, because here's what takes place. You start to enjoy it. Time passes faster. And if you don't have a focus on this, you're going to end up walking through the days uncomfortable, unhappy. And nobody wants that. I don't want that for you. I'm telling you, man, there's a way to get past it. And the way you do it is finding ways to find joy in your day. So you got to realize if you want to time travel, that's why I labeled this thing, how to time travel. If you want to get to farther places faster in life, the only way to do it is to find joy, find enjoyment in things you got going on. If you don't seek it, you won't find it. The brain is an interesting way of finding what you go looking for. It's just how it is. It's a predictive tool. It will go and find the things that you go looking for. If you go looking for negativity, you go looking for detriment, you go looking for problems, you find those every single time. You'll find it. But turn that brain towards something that's seeking joy, and guess what? You find the joy every single time too. And then you time travel. Then you get through your day, you get to the back end, and you're not drained, you're not unhappy, you have joy, you've accomplished something damn cool, because that's how it has to be, man. That's what I believe you need to have. You be speaking on stuff I'm going through. Hey, I'm telling you, Jack Sister, man, sometimes life lessons come out of me, and I'm glad they hit you, man. Jack says you're speaking on things going through. We're all going through these things, but to be totally honest, there are a lot of things in the new year that have hit me that I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. I gotta have some hard conversation with some people. But guess what? I'm going to find joy in the realization that after this hard conversation, greatness will come. Better things will progress forwards. But I got to go looking for it. So today I'm going to give you this idea that I want you to take and run with. And it's simple. It's something I want you to do every day if you can from here on out. And start tuning your brain to it. I'm in the process of figuring out this app that I think will be a game changer for transformation. Because the things that I do, people track on like paper, and we meet digitally, like, on video. But I'm like, what if there's a digital platform? We could track everything. You could see things, get the brain to have that dopamine dump, but really make some progress with simplistic actions daily. I consistently get messages of, how is success so hard? How do I stay motivated? Why is it so hard to get going? I get going for 2-3 weeks and I fall off the wagon. I know exactly why. I'm not going to go deep into it now, but what I do know is there's a process you can go through daily. One of the things on this is I think it's going to be called Shift Starter. There's going to be an app called Shift Starter to start shift every single day of your life and track it, man. It's a cool little thing. Simple though. And so what I find is one of them is the F is find joy. That's it. I tell you, and if you can create this practice, if you can every day get a piece of paper and get a little mark out there, do it for like 60 days, do it for 90 days, get a piece of paper, put a bunch of circles on it. Every day before you go to bed, cross off a box in something you found joy in, or think back to a moment that was detrimental, you didn't like, find some joy in on purpose. Or just throughout your day, trigger yourself with an alarm that says find joy in something. Because if you can start finding joy in things, joy starts finding you. I'm going to repeat this so you get this. If you start finding joy in things, joy starts finding you. And if you're wondering, well, Anthony, why joy? Why should I go seeking joy? Why should I go do this? Because damn it, don't you want to be happy? Like, don't you want to have some peace? Because at the end of the day, man, the thing that I think is abundant within me, which people are like, how are you so happy? How are you always in it? Because this is me. Consistently. I don't turn this on. I am like this all the time because I have such a great depth of gratitude and appreciation and perspective and practices that leave me in this space every day of joy. I have my bad days. I am human. I have my bad nights. This is how life works. But I'm telling you, like 90% of the time, I'm in joy. It's because of practice I put in place, and it lets me experience life better. I think that the purpose of life, in my own words, if I could put it somewhere, I believe my purpose is, and our purpose in the whole thing of life is to have more good experiences than bad experiences. It's all we can equate things to is having experiences. Latonya says, grateful always. Hannah, I love it. Seek joy consciously. Yes. So the idea is like, it's experiences. What are you experiencing? If you aren't experiencing some kind of joy, yes, there's like level 10 joy, and I'm loving this. It's by maybe wedding day, or I'm at a theme park. That's a different kind of joy. But you can have like a 2 or 3 of joy every day. You can. And when you have that, life is more fun. Life is a better experience. And I'm telling you, that is what you want more than anything else I could give to you and put in your plate, is go find this damn joy, because it's out there waiting for you. So that's my thought. Nikki says, do people ever say that they're happy to be in the moment, or or do people speak about life in comparison to happiness? That's a great question. So here's what I'm going to unpack this in my perspective in the moment, right? So I think that there's always this happiness, I believe, of like a past moment and reminiscing, but I do believe people can be happy. And I think the comparison thing depends on what you're comparing it to, right? So if I compare my life to somebody else's, I can get immediate dissatisfaction. If somebody's above me or if someone's below me, I can get immediate joy. But I don't think comparison to somebody else's life really should matter in terms of what makes you happy. So in my perspective, and this quick thought I'm having here is, I believe in the way that we do things and how we operate. There's going to be present moment joy. I call it present reminiscing. We should presently reminisce about what we have going on and what's in the present life. My wife and I get to hang out today and go do stuff for her business. I would love to get some work done at home, but at the end of the day, like I get to hang out with my wife. Like I'm finding joy in it. It's not the end of the world. Things will go wrong too. Good morning, Farmer Mima. She's awesome. Yes, things will also go wrong because the plan doesn't always work out because life is what happens between our plans. But if you still find joy in the moments and have a perspective of a reality of what's going on, quell your craziness, you can increase your calmness, you can find your joy in things. It's funny, Jeff Rattle says, great that I get to do it every day. Yes, there should be joy even on a bad day. Yes, Jeff Rattle, I agree, man. Hey, here's a weird little thing I think about. I think about whenever I have tough moments, I picture myself sitting on a cloud looking down at the earth and all of us little ant humans. And to be totally honest, what I've realized is like if you can picture that, you take a breath because it's not all that crazy. It sounds super weird. I know it's a weird one, but it's my perspective. If things go spinning crazy in my life, I pause and I put myself on a cloud and look down at the earth and I go, if I saw me from a cloud up in the sky, I'd look at that guy and be like, oh, it's not that bad. He's still in his car, he's hanging out. It's just what I created in my head. So don't create that. Jack Insta says, I know someone that can help you with that app. He's actually currently working on apps like that. Hey, send me it, man. Jack Insta, send me it. If you guys know anybody that can create apps simplistically, I've already got an idea and a video film of what it should look like and do. I would honestly love that because I woke up this morning in a really cool place of joy thinking about what I could create for you guys. Victoria, how you doing? Good morning, girl. Hope your legs are okay. This girl broke both her legs, but she's got such a smile on her face. She's awesome. My wife's friend and my friend too. So I got this morning. I was like, I like bringing things to the world that can have a bunch of people have a bunch of joy. That's my version of success in life is how can I create a bunch of success for other people? And what I've found is like there's some things I can do that if I can make them super simple. I have in-depth coaching programs that give you a whole bunch of information, like guide you regressions of how to change your life. It's really for me in the work I do, I'm teaching people how to make shift happen very consistently in whatever area they want, by creating a rhythm, like a life rhythm, not a routine, because routine is good. I could do a morning routine, an evening routine, but a rhythm for your life is how you experience life. And I was like, how can I create something that people will actually be able to slowly adapt to slowly build in? And I got these sheets I use that I guide people through. But I was like, man, it'd be great for like a little digital way to do it because we're always in our phones and it was something that you didn't have to share anywhere if you didn't want to, but just to track your progress and get those quick little wins we all seek and create that momentum over time to get the rhythm moving and feel the confidence you want to have to progress into your day to do cool stuff. So if you got any app people, send them my way. I would love to talk to them. She said, I finally get to go back to working out this weekend. I love it. You got to come visit us, Victoria. Yeah. All right, everybody. I'm going to let you go. With my wife and I are heading out into a different place to go do some cool stuff. If you need me, let me know. If you're interested in finding out what coaching I do and our company does to allow you to make shift happen, if you are trying to take your message to the world in some capacity, maybe you're a speaker or an author or a podcaster, or you want to create a course in some capacity, or you also want to coach, whatever it might be, send me a message. What I do is teach you how to take what you probably already know but aren't applying and find a way to install a success rhythm into your life that allows you to get so much more done than you might have ever done. But here's the crowd. The thing is, once you get a rhythm going, it's not these crazy big blasts of energy and then you get burned out. It's a way to keep and maintain that momentum over time by doing things in a simplistic, rhythmic way for your life so you find joy. Like when you find like that song that you love, imagine the song that you love had the same feeling for how you're running your life and having success and making money and waking up with people saying, hey, I love your course, or hey, could you come, you fly to this area here and speak on my stage, or man, I loved you on that event, or you go to an event and people come and find you and shake your hand, right? If you're in that space, man, or you're just like, hey, I want to get a promotion. I want to make more money in my career. I want to be able to elevate my life to another level. Reach out to me. Go to trucksteam.com, book a call with me and the team. We'll gladly walk you through stuff. Outside of that, that's my message for you today. Time travel by finding joy in every day so pain does not prolong the crazy moments. That's it. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you guys on Friday.